All right. As per usually, I forget to open camera slot. There it is. How's everyone doing out there? It is a fucking shit Wednesday. Jesus Christ. I've never gone so hard out here on a Wednesday or any day. Just be like, it's shit. It's garbage. We're fucked. I'm doing it today. And I'm doing it very much on purpose. And if you've seen the title of today's stream, you know why. I'm done. This is it. I'm freaking done, man. It's fucked. For anyone who doesn't know, somehow, it's about the U.S. elections. Whether you like it or not, it's absolutely an international thing. And Trump won. Trump fucking won. How? We don't fucking know. Apparently he has an insane amount of followers that came out of the blue and kicked Kamala's ass. That's one way of describing it. The actual larger reason behind the title, it's partially a bit goofy. It is goofy. Every now and then you'll hear like someone somewhere is gonna use an animal to kind of predict the outcome of something. In this case, Deng, the pygmy hippo, I believe in Thailand, something like that, was, hold on, let me double check that. I believe she's in Thailand. Pygmy hippo. Yeah, Thailand. In Thailand, and she was given an opportunity to predict. I would rather say she chose who would become the next president of the United States. She chose. It's a girl, I believe. Yeah, it's a girl. She chose Trump over Harris. And for that, I could never forgive her. She ruined it all. She ruined it. Actually, I took an incredibly long nap, which was probably a mistake, but I was insanely tired. I went to bed at like 12:30. So like 30 minutes past midnight. Because I wanted to watch this. And even when I went to bed, it was shit. I was like watching some of the first votes because like midnight our time, that's when the first votes started coming in from the polls places that were closing. So we were getting the very first ones, and even then they're like, it was struggling to get 40%. Look, and let me be very clear, like, I've thought this was going to be a close race. And in a lot of states, it has been a fairly like close race. But obviously, there's just some states that are very like blue in general, whatever you call it, Democratic. But I thought in general, this year's election it would be close, but it would end with Kamala on top. And yet, it hasn't. The latest one that came in was Michigan, and unfortunately, while I don't have any proof because I was with my parents yesterday evening, when we were watching the first bit of this election stuff. This was before any of the polls were closing and voting places were closing. But I told them if there was any one of them I was going to predict, I was going to say Michigan was going to Trump was going to win Michigan. That was what I thought, and I woke up like, let's see, 25 minutes ago, and I was right. Trump has won Michigan. I never talk about politics, by the way, for multiple reasons. Most importantly, I don't really feel like I don't really have a need for it. One of the most insane things, though, you can see. So I've been using the New York Times map. I don't know whether that's the general belief. I know there's another one. What is it? AP? Nope, that's not what I wanted. The Associated Press are some of the most reputable ones, to my understanding, and they're good in terms of reputation, but not in terms of so many other things. I'm super curious. AB inside calls for Donald Trump in Michigan. Democrat Kamala Harris drove Trump. Trump improved this margin in Detroit, the country. Harris has won 9 out of the 10 ballots left. She counted. She couldn't have caught Trump at Harris discussed the importance of people's transfer of power. That's good to hear. Regardless of who's winning, a peaceful transfer is incredibly important. Harris called President Trump elect on Wednesday to congratulate him on election victory. Trump completes blue wall sweep just as he did in 2016. YAP called the Michigan. Macron and Trump spoke about Ukraine. Donald Trump wins Michigan. Nikki Haley calls Trump win a great moment for... No, it will not. Shut the fuck up, Nikki Haley. Get the fuck out. No. Voters in Amarillo, Texas reject sweeping anti-abortion... fuck you. Yahoo says he spoke with Trump on Wednesday. I don't care. I saw a headline, and I need to confirm it before I believe it, but it said that Biden had called for a recount, but as far as I know, he hasn't. Some voters want less government, say, on vaccine, as Trump promises RFK a big role. Yeah, it sounds like I think it was official. RFK was given the position of like what was it called? Healthcare. I don't remember what something along those lines. Harris conceded Wednesday afternoon. Senegal president congratulates Trump. I have already seen a couple posts on X talking about the fact that they believe that Trump cheated. There's some screenshots going around of what seems to be some emails of him enacting something that allowed a bunch of people who should have been able to vote. I don't know the legitness of that, and I'm not going to go out here and say like, yes, Trump cheated, there's evidence. Like, no, there fucking isn't. There's screenshots of an email that we don't know shit about. I'm sorry, as much as I don't want Trump to win, as he has, I'm not gonna go out on anything until I see something official. That's not how it works. Donald Trump's hometown, there's a cake named after him. Incredible. Former president congratulates Trump. I have a, in general, yes, obviously, like, so whoever wins, in this case Trump, congratulations on winning the votes. In general, per se. In this case, it feels different, and I have a harder time just kind of just being like, yes, congratulations. Donald Trump's sensations starts now, and here's how it will work. How do 2020 compare? Yet, New York Times has a very interesting overview of the shifts from 2020. So this was the run of Biden versus Trump, where he lost. So if I'm remembering right, 8 years ago now, it was what was her name? Hillary Clinton against Trump, and Trump won. That was the first 4 years we got him. That was after 8 years of Obama. And after the 4 years of Trump, he decided for there to be election. You know, I believe there's a system that, and it's the same thing that Obama used. I'm not sure actually what the entire thing was. I believe there's a system that allows you to just not, if you've been in the office for 4 years, you can just take the next 4 years. I don't know why Trump didn't do that back in those days. Maybe I'm wrong, and that's the reason. Who knows? But then we got Biden in for 4 years, and it was kind of like, yeah, this isn't really great, but it's better. But since 2020, there's just an insane map, again, from New York Times that really shows how the shift has been. This is per county of the different states, and there's been, in general, the map is insane, and the reason it is looking insane is because there's been such an insane shift from 2020 over to Republicans. There are blue areas as well going over to Democrats, but there's a ton of them. Just like the majority of the map, and this is the cross, like from almost like the center of the U.S., the majority of them are like from the center over to the east coast of America, where there's just a ton of them that's gone over there. And sorry, I just saw a boy's Diaz saying it was light. It's fine. We're talking about U.S. politics, which is fitting for what we're playing today, which is Assassin's Creed 3. For anyone who doesn't know, we're going to continue that. I just needed to get this kind of stuff out of my mind. Yeah, it's insane. I honestly, I have a very like brief memory of what happened in 2020. In terms of the election, but yeah, I don't know. This is just insane. Yeah, I went to bed, like I said, like 12:30. So 30 minutes past midnight. And only like a very small amount of votes were starting to get in. But it was terrifying already to see there. I ended up sleeping throughout the entire night up until when I had to wake up in the morning, which was super early. So I've been super tired all day long. But when I woke up, this was at 6:15. a.m., I immediately, like, I gotta know where's it sitting. And right away, it was just like, it was clear. It was clear as it could be that Trump was in a commanding lead. Of course, nothing was fully official, I believe, until like, I don't know if it was 11 o'clock. I'm a little confused because I remember going down to lunch at my office at a bit past 11, and it wasn't official then. I came back after lunch and it was official. To be fair, like, up until then, it was still incredibly clear. Like, Trump was sitting at 277. This music is definitely not appropriate for what we're talking about, but to be fair, I don't talk about this in general, and I figured this would be a nice change up from the synthwave tunes that we've been rocking for a while, and I like this. And it's copyright free, so unlike the copyright free music that I've been playing, which is from Lo-Fi Girl, technically the ones I'm usually listening to, and Lo-Fi Boy, because the synthwave stuff is the whole thing, don't worry about it. But this is Animal Crossing based music. It isn't the actual soundtrack from the game. This is like recreation, as far as I can tell. Nintendo has never uploaded the albums to Spotify, or at least they aren't there now. That potentially has something to do with the fact that they released an app recently, Nintendo, that kind of no, that basically was their Spotify. So if you had a Switch Online subscription, you would get access to the app, and then you can listen to pretty much all the Nintendo music. Not all of it, from what I've understood, but a good chunk of it. But still, yeah. But yeah, the states that are left that we still haven't heard anything of, just to come back to this, it's useless to kind of go super in depth. I am a bit interested to see what the final view will be, but we're still missing Nevada, we're still missing Arizona, Alaska, and Maine. I think it's the counties, I believe the way it works, have been figured out, and that goes for that one and Nebraska. Those two have like a different thing where there's like some sub ones that you can kind of get the electoral votes from. But overall, Maine still hasn't been figured out, but it's leaning towards Harris. But even if she wins that, that's 2 electoral votes, putting at 226. Trump is still sitting at a very high 292. Nevada is has 86%. Oh, sorry. Maine has 85% of the votes counted. So that's, I mean, it's still fairly close, but looking at it over in general, I doubt it's going to move much more. Nevada is sitting at 86 votes counted, with the majority of them towards Trump, with the difference being around roughly 66,000. Looking at just the votes that have come in, I doubt it's going to change, and I'm pretty sure Nevada is over to Trump. This is just looking at the amount of votes that are in now, and then kind of roughly thinking like how much of that would be the amount she needs, and I don't think there's a way she can, even if like all the votes that are left are for Harris, which is incredibly unlikely. I don't think she can win Nevada, which would be 6 electoral votes for Trump, which would put him at 298. Arizona, there's also left. They have counted 63% of the votes, so there's still plenty to go. Trump is projected to win there, and the difference is 100,000. That one, I will say, is a bit more likely. She has the chance to win, but I don't know yet. That's 11 electoral votes. That would put her, along with the other one, Harris, let's say she wins that. That is 47? 247? If Trump wins it, that is, I think it was, yeah, it was 98, we said. So, 309? Something like that. But currently, Trump is projected to win Arizona as well. Alaska is the final one that hasn't finally come in. They have counted 71% of the votes. And Trump is projected to win with the difference of roughly 38,000. More looking at it, more like 39,000. So, yep, it's not good. It's not good at all. Oh boy. Yeah, that's three electoral. These are not words that I would say normally. Electoral votes. With it just combined with Nevada, that would be 301. If it's combined with also with Arizona, that is 312. I think that's what that's what he's estimated to win, and that's based on that he's expected. 71% of the votes counted. Still leaves like roughly a little under 25%. Maybe there's a small window for her to win Alaska. I don't know. I don't think it's likely. Not honestly. I agree with their assessments that most likely Alaska is going to go to Trump as well. This sucks for so many goddamn reasons. We'll see. Another incredible big issue with this entire thing is the fact that the Republicans have won a majority of the seats in the Senate. I don't know by how much. How much? I didn't mean to say it like that. By how much? But either way, it's terrible. Essentially, it means that normally there's a lot of things, to my understanding, that will need to run through the Senate. If the Senate are people from your party, that makes it way more likely that they're going to send this thing through. So odds are a lot of what Trump will want to send through is just going to go right through the Senate. No problem at all. They can almost, it's like they're bypassing. Like, they will have to probably vote on it still if they don't, like, vote at another point of, like, bypassing the Senate completely. It's insane. Yeah, but I guess we'll see what it all goes to. I saw it was two screenshots from a very interesting TikTok from, I only know her artist name, which I've actually forgotten right now. Hold on, let me see if I can look this up. Listened to her music not too long ago. Chapel Roan, we'll call her. It was a TikTok from Chapel Roan. I don't know her actual name. But it was simply talking about the fact that just because someone who's a public figure is out and saying, please vote for Kamala, for example, that doesn't mean that they're going to vote. They're using their position to influence your vote, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to actually vote that way. Trump has apparently, or RFK Jr. has laid out some public health plans. Yeah, public health is what he's going to run. One of the ones so obviously public health is, I fear so much for America in general, but public health is definitely one of the things up there that I think they can really, like, really, really screw up. But then there is, by the sound of it, Musk is gonna get a shit ton of power as part of this as well. That I am really, really worried about. The fact he's shifted so heavily and is like constantly skirting the line, quite often like going over the line in terms of what's legal. It is. Oh, we're so fucked. They're so fucked. We're all so fucked. People are talking about the fact that we don't obviously know that they did it, or that they're going to do it, but there's obviously been talks from Trump fans that Trump, when in office, should change the rules that should allow him to run for a third term, and people are talking about Obama utilizing that and coming in for a third term as well. Because technically speaking, as of right now, he's only allowed to run 2 terms. Obama has run his 2 terms, but if Trump is to, I don't remember, people are saying it's the 32nd Amendment. If he repeals that in order for him to get a third term, that also means that people like Obama can come in for a third term, if not, yeah. So that is definitely a hope that some people have. And yeah, they're still going around. Yeah. This was during early voting. There were ballot boxes that were set on fire. Regardless of whose votes are in there. Okay, knowing knowing what Trump supporters have said over the years, I'd say it's most likely Democratic supporters and not Republicans that are putting their votes into these drop boxes. So, yeah, there is a likelihood that a ton of them in there were Harris votes. But yeah, we don't know. People are hanging on to dear hope that something can be done to overturn this, whether it's a recount or whether it's we find out that Trump has actually cheated. We don't know. We don't know. I'm not gonna jump aboard any one of these trains at all, whatsoever. Not at all. Just if it does come out, and we somehow manage to turn this whole thing around and get Harrison House, that's incredible. We love to see that. We really do. But as far as I can see from my perspective, at this time, it's time for Trump to go in for another 4 years. And hopefully those will be his last. And then some other lovely person will come along and continue his work. Yeah. Like I said as well, the allegation towards the fact that Trump might have cheated seem like it's based on some screenshots, and I don't know the legitimacy, so I'm not gonna jump on board on that. Yeah. Part of me kind of at this point just wants everything just kind of sorted out and just get it over with instead of, because now we're in a state of Biden is still president, but only for a limited time. When is it? I don't remember when he's when I don't know when Trump is going to be sworn in, but yeah. I guess until then we can't really know. Hey, Diaz, how you doing? Lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll switch over to then. I just been talking U.S. politics. That's it. Uh, Dude, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. You know what we play Wednesday. This shouldn't be a surprise for you, dude. Yeah, that's good. It's Wednesday. You know what we're here for. If we're not doing this on a Wednesday, I'll tell you, bud. Don't worry. But on Wednesday in general. Nice. Yeah. All right. Let's switch over. I need to do a little bit of a check before we go no further, just to make sure everything. I'm testing now in general, putting the game up to 75. Nice. 75%. Hopefully, in general, audio is going to be a bit louder. I found when we were playing Red Dead Redemption Monday that it was also a bit low in terms of the audio level. So, yep. Anyway, let's continue. Nice. All right. We ended off last time having helped our buddy escape from a bear. That was the last thing. Also, new energy drop, new energy drink. This is Trinity Boost Zero. I don't drink none of that sugar filled bullshit. No. Sugar free. That's my shit. And 20 HDMI. Are they cheap HDMI cable, like braided ones or expensive ones? By the way, I've been working on something from the side. I'll reveal what it is at the end of the stream because I'm curious if anyone's gonna actually notice this change. Still, are they high quality ones, braided ones, or are we talking cheap stuff? Nice, dude. That's the good shit. That's good. Is that an apple of Eden? Chill, lady. You don't need to do any mind control. You want Link? Nah, I'm good. I'm not planning on going out to buy any cables right now.
Greetings, Guardian.
It is an apple. No, we don't like her. She's bad. She's the bad one.
You may think of me as such.
Are we talking US, UK, or German Amazon? Or I think Swedish Amazon's also available.
As you now see, it is known as the Nexus. From here, probabilities are calculated so...
Yeah, no, we don't. Juno's bad. Very bad. His D. Bro, send it in Discord. What do I keep telling you? Gosh darn it, dude. Share the stuff in Discord, please. There's a rule on Twitch that I posted there very clearly that says you're not supposed to share links.
Familiar to your culture. It is designed.
I can't check them. Send them to me on Discord. And it's fine.
We have waited millennia for your...
Also, I'm not going to access them later.
Who will bring to him the last piece, that he may open the door.
I do not understand.
I did not expect us to have a whole sequence. Also, the controls are upside down.
It was not my intention. You are important, child, in more ways than you will ever know. As we speak, forces gather in secret, preparing to seize control of the land.
Wait,
If they succeed, the sanctuary will be breached.
she's bad. Why are you telling me this, lady? You're not supposed to tell me this stuff, lady. You're the bad one. We don't like you. Sometimes going up means pushing up, and then sometimes pushing down goes up.
Special lineage.
I don't know, I'm very confused. This
Present.
kind of reminds me, I was in
Many are
Disneyland in the US. This was back in 2020, 22. I mean, on a holiday in the
I
US.
called you here that you might know your
Before
doom.
all this shit went
You
down.
must protect
Ah!
the sanctuary from those who would undo our work.
But
What work?
I tried the Millennium Falcon roller coaster. It's really, really fun. It's a very, like, interactive, one. So you get, like, you're a crew of 4 people that have to go through what is essentially a video game level.
Be destroyed.
It will not, dude. It will. There's no fucking shot. That is the best we can hope for, but there's no shot.
What am I to do?
Oh, this is bad.
Man who will provide additional training. Seek this symbol. No doubt you have many questions. Time will see them answered.
Ah!
For now, you must follow. Leading is for later.
Oh, that sound. So partially, there's just a ton of people who are coming in. Like, his last crew were, okay, they were not great, but they're at least somewhat sane-minded people. And they've all, from this point, like, this is the entire people who went into the White Office, the White House, and worked with him, like, for different areas, different sectors of the government. Now, all of them have not only said, fuck you, and gone away, to my understanding, I haven't checked this, so please take it with a grain of salt, but to my understanding, have quite literally voted for Harris this time around. If that wasn't enough, there's a whole side thing of the people who are coming in, which are people like RFK Jr., who's nuts, and he's going to be in control of health, healthcare and things like that, I believe. And Musk is also going to get a seat. He's going to get so much power. Anyone, like, even watch him, he's shit. He's not a good person. That man should not have power at all. On top of this, and this is one of the things that honestly is, I think, one of the most frightening things. One thing is these people get into the White House. That's bad. There's a lot of things Trump can do that goes around the Senate, but there is quite a few things that have to go through the Senate. The big thing is that Trump has managed to get, okay, not Trump directly, but voters have managed to get the Republicans, which is Trump's party, the majority of the seats in the Senate, which more or less means not only can he push through things from his side that he wants, anything that has to go through the Senate can pretty much just go through no problem now, because his party has the majority of seats. He essentially can do pretty much, to a degree, anything he wants to. Not only that, he's a fucking convicted felon. It's just, it's bad on so many levels. A simple way of describing it is Project 2025. Look it up. It is simply, to my understanding, a plan of what Trump plans to do within his 4 years he's in the office. And it's batshit crazy shit. I think Kennedy will do healthcare good in the US. He will ban those crazy food ties. He will not! He will ban porn or something. Yeah, he'll do that too. Shit. That was the secret. Okay. I didn't expect that to pop up like that. We're no longer playing in PC. That was the big thing that I've been working on since last Wednesday.
Leaving home was harder than I thought. I expected the journey would fill me with a sort of pride, a sense of accomplishment.
Okay, sure.
Whatever it was that carried me away from home soon fled.
I think a lot of people would agree with you, whether they're men or women.
Had I been too hasty? Had I made a mistake?
It's
The others in the
I guess it
village,
can be viewed
they
kind
thought
of
this was
like
something I
a
wanted,
vice
something I chose
in a
to
way,
do, but
where
it never
in
felt that
like
way to me. No,
small
it was
instances,
not
like
a
it's
choice.
not super
It was an
bad.
obligation.
There's a limit,
If
obviously,
not me,
to
then
how
who?
good it can be for you, but oof. Um, but I don't see anything good coming out of them banning porn. I don't. It's just no. It's purely like a Christian mindset. And what's more is that a lot of the people in the party that are saying we're gonna ban porn watch porn. What is there's a guy, I believe it's Nick Robinson, something like that, who was like there's a guy who's like going around being like and from my understanding this story is fully legit, like going around telling people that he owes like Nick Robinson owes him money, and it's because back in the day he used to watch a shit ton of porn. Like he would go to a physical store and just go in there and jack off. These are the people who wants to ban it. They're not sane-minded people. They're being overdramatic, but a lot of shit is going to go down from this, and I don't think it's going to be good stuff either. I think it just straight up saying the world is going to end is, yeah, it's a dramification of things. But things will be bad. Things will be very... That is if Trump does anything, along with his people for that matter, anything along the lines of what they've said they're going to do. Which isn't always the case, and I believe like his 4 years already, he did not manage to get a lot through that actually was something he planned to get through. So maybe we're lucky and he gets like 1 or 2 things through, and we manage after that to kind of set those things back in track if we get a Democratic president after those 4 years. But if he gets to do the majority of things, maybe not even that, like, I don't know, 15-20% of what he said he's going to do, if he gets to do that, that's bad. One of the big parts is like abortion. It's a huge topic. Anyone on the Trump side will say that regardless of whatever situation they're in, you know, you shouldn't kill a baby. There's obviously a larger thing of when a baby's actually alive and things like that. But if Trump gets through...
After him!
Oh, boy. So in a lot of states already, there's like regulations that doesn't allow for abortions, and in a lot of instances it ends up killing women. It's fucked. And if Trump gets his way in his 4 years here, that will only get worse. I feel bad for the vets. Yeah, that I can't really speak too much on. So in general, just be clear, I don't have much interest in U.S. politics. There's a lot of times where I find it almost like humorous to kind of follow along, but this is beyond that. This is way, way beyond that. We're out of the funny bits. We're into the serious shit. Yeah, but that's the issue. That's not how it works. The states that have come down and said abortion isn't legal doesn't care about whether it's a medical need. There are literally several women out there already who's died because the doctors were unsure whether they were allowed to abort, and even in a medical situation, they're just not doing it. It isn't a case of, oh, we'll allow it if it's a medical need. That's not how it works. It's to my understanding, in the states where it's not legal, it's because it's just full blown not legal. Like, it's a no go. It's causing insane issues. But you can get one if you need. Yeah, but I believe there's also a lot, like, one of the things that they want to do is say that you're only allowed to do it in certain states up to, like, 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, yeah, no. And the issue is you only know after, like, 4 or 5 weeks.
Hello. You must be one of them native fellas from the, what's it called? Iroquois tribe.
What you want? What you want? Get out of here. Yeah. It's a whole fuck situation. And a lot of bad shit can go down. There's also the whole Ukraine side of the war. The belief is that, and obviously we'll get to see this in action, but it's that if everything's finalized and Trump still gets to go in the White House, that he probably will stop the war, but not in the way that's the right way, per se, as in he'll probably, like, just have Putin take over the lands he wants to and just say, fuck Ukraine. This is bad on multiple fronts. Horrible and should be avoided at all costs, but death is worse. Yeah. I'm very much in for abortion. There's obviously a point where it's a bit fucked.
I was told you could.
But in general, I believe it also isn't our choice. It's, as you'll hear a lot of the time, like,
I'm not leaving.
if anything, like, it's be the women who gets to choose, not us men. We're not in this situation. But yeah, let's see. I of course hope so badly that if everything goes down, he gets to go to the White House, that he managed to do jack shit in his time in there. That is my obviously hope. What if the next abortion is the next?
I need a place to camp. This should do.
It's not up to us, man. It doesn't matter. That's an irrelevant factor. It's like the trolley problem. Oh no, but what if this person was really bad and had done all these things? Would you still kill him? We're talking about factors that are irrelevant because you wouldn't know. Yeah, let's hope he managed to get nothing through. If he managed to get in, we'll see. Based on the votes that are in now, it seems like he's won. And I haven't seen anything credible to state that he's cheated or anything like that. I haven't seen a call for a recount either, so it seems like it's fairly finalized. And from what I've heard, they are starting the transition of power.
There must be another way in.
Yeah, sure. As everyone knows, just climb over the building if you want to get to the other side of it. There it is.
Please, all I ask is a moment of your time.
I apologize if I've been unclear or otherwise confused you with my words. It was never my intention to mislead, so let me try to clarify. Get the hell off my land.
Yeah. From what we've seen now, yes, he's gonna be in office on January 20th. Let's see. I hope something manages to get through and Harris is
Afraid.
get to go in the
You think
office
I'm afraid
instead.
of anything? Least of all
Seems like it's Trump.
scab like you. Or you might dream of being a hero, of riding to rescues, of saving the world.
Uh-huh.
But stay this course, and the only thing you're gonna be is dead. The world's moved on, boy. Best you do too.
I will not leave, do you hear me? I'm never leaving. Just wait, old man.
Can I go to the take shelter in the stables? It looks like I can go to the front door again and knock. Can I do that? Ah, no, I can't.
I will not be defeated so easily.
Yeah, that's fair. Just gonna continue sleeping in the stable until it lets me in.
You will.
These are square toes. This'll be easy.
That's what you said last time, and I wound up with a dead horse and a dark eye.
No one you need concern yourself with, little britches.
Best cut for something bad happens.
No.
Can't say we didn't warn ya.
Shit. Nice. Ow! Nice!
Ha! Look at the stuff it's gone!
Boom! Ow! Hit too fast, man. There you go.
Why are you here? What do you want?
Best ask the boss man.
Oh. That's bad.
You working for the old man, then? That it?
Oh.
Maybe this'll get you talking.
Oh. Just, oh.
Thank you.
Clean this up. Then I suppose we should talk.
Oh. Oh, he took me in. All it took was murdering a couple people for him. I gotta know that. Next time I need someone to train me, it's like, oh, you don't want to take me in? Why don't I kill 10 people for you? He'll definitely take me in then. Yeah, no, I mentioned earlier, we moved over to Xbox. The last 2 streams we've done with Assassin's Creed 3 has been done on PC. And it's because I wanted to play the PC port instead. It's on paper it should have been better. Like get the highest level graphics from the remaster and play it at over 60 FPS.
Anyway,
If not at 60 FPS. So who doesn't want that?
right.
But the port is buggy and annoying and is stuttering like you wouldn't believe.
Tell me why you're here.
If I do nothing, the game is almost unplayable in its stuttering state. If I,
Do you even know what
yeah,
that
if I do fix it like we did last week, Monday, I did have a fix in place, but
Here you are.
it meant changing the priority for the system, which meant that suddenly OBS and Assassin's Creed was competing together for the same power. And quite often that meant that, or it meant that every time the game then stuttered, which obviously it was less, but when it did stutter, it went from the previous stream of not bothering OBS at all and only making the game unplayable to it now also fucking over OBS, which meant every time the game stuttered, OBS stuttered.
And so,
And considering part of the way to fix the game is to change the priority of it, I didn't see a way for me to continue playing on PC at all. So we're playing the Xbox port, or the Xbox version of the Assassin's Creed
And I will
Remaster.
stop them.
oh, I have no doubt you. Come on, I've something.
Yeah, I can't be bothered to do that. This is much easier. The PS4 slash PS5 version doesn't allow for 60 FPS as far as I'm aware. But on Xbox, there's an FPS boost you can play with.
Besides, I don't have
So
materials for the job.
Xbox seemed like the good one. The only issue is, so the original Xbox One, or the version of this for the Xbox One is like 900p. And is 30 FPS. For One X, not Series X, but One X, you can play with 4K textures, and that was the default, and 30 FPS. But there was also an option there, if you're playing on Xbox One X, again, not Series X, to play at 60 FPS. But, and it's what we're doing now, the big issue is that it puts you on Xbox One graphics, not the 4K One X graphics. So we're playing with what is essentially a shittier graphics. They're still better than the graphics you would play with if I was playing the 360 version, just to be clear. They are improved, but they're less improved to what they could have been, essentially, and they are worse than that we would have experienced if I continue playing on PC. It just seems like such an enormous hassle to trying to get this to work.
I did not.
Just for high quality textures and 30 FPS when I can just play and it's 60 FPS. So, and 30 FPS fucking sucks. let's be honest here, it sucks.
Very well.
I will say, when we're going back to GTA 4, specifically for the Battles of Gay Tony and The Lost in the Dam,
Thank you.
it might be best if we play 30 FPS. So this was an issue we didn't really run into, or at least didn't really notice until the end of GTA 4, and is why we never finished on stream. But essentially, a major issue, and I think I explained this when we went over to the first Assassin's Creed game, because I had to finish GTA 4 on my own because of this. But essentially, the game is meant to be played at 30 FPS. So the animations are expecting you to play at 30 FPS. If you play at 60 FPS, it means, because the animations are tied into the frame rate, it means you then have, in those sequences where you have to like smash a button, you essentially have to smash it twice as fast as they intended, which is nearly impossible, if not impossible. So even if you limit the game to 60 FPS, you're not going to be able to play it. So I think we're going to have to put it down to 30 FPS when we're playing GTA for the Battle of Gay Tony and Lost in the Dam. Just saying. The alternative is we put it limited to 60 FPS, and then if we come across a sequence where we need to tap the button fast, that I then close the game and open it up in 30 FPS, finish the mission, close the game again, and then set it back to 60 FPS, and then open it back up. But that seems like a lot of work. And if you're thinking, like with this game, why don't you just play it on console? To my understanding, the frame rate isn't locked on console. So that means the more powerful of a system you're playing GTA 4 on, the higher the frame rate is most likely going to be. So, in other words, you're playing on a Series X, you're fucked. I think even if you're playing in like a 1X, you're fucked. It essentially means that on certain versions of Xbox One, these missions are completely unplayable.
Of Charles Lee and my promise to him.
I also love that I'm like explaining all this over everything that's being said here.
Good morning.
To you as well.
You taking a trip?
I've decided to do something about the house, and you're going to help me.
Oh,
Get it?
incredible. So yeah. Good news though, once we finish GTA 4 and Assassin's Creed here, we're on to Yakuza, which we're playing on PC. And I played through Yakuza. I played through a bit of Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, and well, I finished Yakuza Kiwami and Kiwami 2. We're not gonna have any issue with those. Those ports are really solid, from everything I've witnessed. So those are not gonna be an issue.
This place is incredible. The people, the sounds and smells. I could walk these streets.
Also, I'll show it again later, but I've cleared space on my shelf behind me to the left here to properly display our trophy that is the Assassin's Creed Anthology Edition. It's still hiding in the background when we're zoomed out for the record, so
For a few.
I haven't hidden it away. In fact, I've hidden it less than it was before.
There's a store close to here. You're to buy the items on this list.
You are to buy the items on this list.
And they'll see that it's loaded. Understood?
Yes.
Go.
You missed this, dears. Monday, like I said, we played Red Dead. The first one, Red Dead Redemption, not Red Dead Revolver.
Spanish.
Red Dead Redemption. Because there's a PC port now. The PC port is solid as well, by the way. Really solid.
Both are better still.
It's very expensive, so for the majority of people, I would recommend waiting until it's on sale.
And what is?
But
Always the
we
same.
played that
What
Monday.
would you call me then?
And because of that, I was like, I should get some fake mustaches again. Because when we were originally playing it, this was ages ago, this was the first time I was playing through Red Dead Redemption. This was right before the release of Red Dead 2. I had a lot of streams where I used fake mustaches because it was fun to do as like as part of the cowboy streams. Turns out, if you go to a costume store for fake mustaches, the week after Halloween, they're gonna be sold out. So I couldn't buy a fake mustache at the costume store I went to because they literally didn't have any. They were sold out. I have never in my life heard those words. Sorry, sir. The fake mustaches are sold out.
I need the items on this list.
Will you be paying with coin or trade?
Hey, this is America. I got coins.
Things I have, some I don't. Lumber's hard to come by since my supplier up and vanished. I have the tools and pitch, though. Nails, too. So, where do you want this delivered?
Our wagon is near the State House.
Yeah, Connor does not have a concept of money, and he's essentially just shown this man, hey, I have a bunch of money. Come rob me.
Return to Achilles.
I'm telling you right here, right now, someone's gonna try and steal my my money. I saw that man's face. I'm gonna get robbed.
Ragtag and riffraff, come with me. We're headed to the customs house to toss some quips at the lobsters.
What happened?
That's what we're going to find out.
James,
Follow me.
All right.
with me.
Also,
We'll show 'em.
I have to ask, Diaz, are you still interested in seeing a Sims 4 Death DLC stream? Currently, I've listed next, or I'm planning to play GeoGuessr next Monday. I was gonna do it this Monday here, but I've already like. All right, I guess we're postponing GeoGuessr then. All right.
I say again, disperse! Congregating in this manner is forbidden!
We're not going anywhere, Bug.
Oi! Why don't you go back to England?
No good can come of this chaos! return to your homes, and all will be forgiven.
Never!
Not until you've answered for your crimes!
You're right, cowards!
You don't scare us.
Pointing guns at unarmed.
America 2024. Oh shit! We got Haytham Kenway!
Yes, which means trouble is sure to follow. I need you to tail his accomplice. This crowd is a powder keg. We can't allow him to light the fuse.
But
But nothing. Do as I say and go.
Alright.
Come on, you gosh-gutted coward! You doesn't shoot at me!
hey, Lobster, go ahead, fire your little gun.
You've been back from some bacon-faced south, and you don't fight this.
Alright. I'm gonna keep my distance from this guy. Trying to focus here.
Boy, you there! What's all the fuss about?
Fire at the townhouse.
Fire at the townhouse. Interesting. Sorry, just walking by. Going about my day. He's still in there. Oh, my man is taking the ladder. Yeah, he's not gonna check down here. It's fine, I'm not worried about that. Oh! Hey, I'm not here! Stop checking! Oh, shit. Nice. That's a good kill.
Your plot is ended.
Not quite.
There's another man! No! Oh,
Damn you! Fire!
Oh. No, not that man. We don't like that man. He's bad. He's very bad. Oh no, Haytham saw me! No, Haytham! You gotta get out! Ah! There's so many of them! How do I get out? Ah! That's another rooftop! Escape within a minute? Are you mad? How do they know where I am? Go swimming! That's a surefire tactic.
I need to find Achilles.
Whew. Everyone knows if you gotta hide for the one time, the pigs, you gotta go for a swim. Anyone saw you would just think they're mad. It's a perfect strategy every time. Every single time. Oh no, I have to be a little careful. I think if I get spotted, it's gonna be very bad for me. But that's why we need a hood, because that hides my identity. And how on earth would they know it was me afterwards? There's a gun on the roof.
Over here.
Alright. Who are you?
You're Achilles' boy. Connor, was it?
Yep.
I saw what happened at the townhouse. A fine mess, that.
Who are you?
Samuel Adams, at your service.
Samuel Adams? Who?
Achilles asked me to get you out of Boston.
Oh, nice.
Explain.
The whole city's looking for you.
Oh yay, A criminal stalks the streets, wanted in connection with the massacre at the townhouse. Citizens are advised to call the guards if they see him. £10 to whoever brings this madman.
What am I supposed
You know what? Never mind. The boy's right there. Right there.
You can take down these posters for a start. Return to me once you remove the others.
All right. All right. It's just the same mechanics as the usual.
Posters remain.
Yeah, that one's right in front of a fucking guard. I'm not putting that one down.
Many speculate as to why he acted. A show of solidarity with the protesters? Vengeance for an attack on his people? Or was
A vengeance for attack on his people. I scratched my nuts the other day. It smelled bad, but I somehow liked the smell. Ah! Stop following me! Stop it! Ah! This is real bad. Is there a guard right there in front of the poster or something? Something like that. Wait, am I supposed to just rip the posters down? Regardless of whether they see me? I got him! Blind fools! Come with me. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Take down those posters and then we'll talk.
I know! I'm working on it! Get out! Get out! Oh my god, they got guns! Alright, I think we're fine. There we go.
Ah, Connor. There you are. I'd like you...
Why on earth are you saying my name so, so loudly?
Tease. Cyrus is on our side, or rather, for the right price, he will be.
Mercenary?
Seen this man?
You seen this man?
Watch and learn.
Oh yay! Oh yay! Word has
Yeah, it's the exact same things we've been dealing with in the past game. Pull down posters and pay the right people, and you're...
near the scene of the crime. Witnesses describe a middle-aged gentleman of
Yeah.
complexion.
I like the way they're actually describing it here. In the other game, they're like, no, just pay this guy and pull down these posters, and then you're done.
Pleasure.
Come on, then. There's still one last bit of work to do.
Where are we going?
You're now incognito.
Where do you think all those posters came from? They're made by a machine. We need to shut it down.
Okay. Escort Sam. Alright. Oof. Yeah, Sam, don't go my way. That was a terrible idea.
They've set up a checkpoint. Come on. This way.
I can go by rooftop and meet you there.
No. Better you learn about the tunnels now.
Tunnels?
The Masons have a whole network of them under the city. They're quite useful when speed and secrecy are required.
Or we can just go through here. This doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Their checkpoints is garbage. Gentlemen? Alright, give me a second. I'll go around the building here. No, I don't want to chase the almanac pages. They seem to have left a rather large flaw in their security plan here. They managed to not block an entire alleyway, so that I was able to just kind of walk in here.
Here we are, then. I'll see you inside.
Okay. Perfect. I nailed that. I literally just walked around, and they're like, it's just like, hey guys,
hold on.
Just saying, there's an entire alley we're not blocking. Do we want to block that? Nah, leave it. What if the guy we're looking for goes through there to get in where we're trying to block him? He won't. He's not that clever. He'll try to go through here. No, I think he's gonna go through that one alleyway we haven't locked off. No.
Use your lantern to light the lamps, Connor. They'll help us find our way should we get turned around.
I wonder why they built these tunnels.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Light torch. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and assume. So I've never played this far into the game, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume. Oh, I'm just gonna try to light the torch. I'm gonna assume that these are gonna stay lit for when you come back down here. So they're not really gonna tell me where to go here, so that
follow the rats, as they often move in the direction of an exit.
I've legit never played this far into the game. This is beyond what I've ever played. That's kind of the beauty of our playthrough here, is that I'm getting to explore new parts here. Well, that was easy. I didn't even try that hard. In fact, I can promise you I wasn't trying.
I apologize for ever doubting. No wonder Achilles has taken such an interest in you. Arse.
Arse.
I don't suppose lockpicking is part of your repertoire?
Oh no, I have to do this whole thing again. This took a while last time. There it is. Boop. You just have... It's very confusing, the fact that they're like...
The printer isn't far. Let us reconvene there.
Alright. It feels as if, like, the ticking is trying to tell you it's here, but it's not. The game will literally, like, push on to the next part when you found the route, when you found the right spot. It's very confusing. Just... Here's the thing. Don't do the little vibrations to my controller if I'm not supposed to think it's there. Please, I beg of you. Just don't. I'm trying to see if there's a way out from here. It doesn't seem like it. Might be easier just to walk around then. Is that a cat? It's a cat! I can have the cat walk between my legs. Interesting. You drinking wine? Lady, it's like 11 in the morning! He's like, it's 5 p.m. somewhere. God. It's kind of fun whenever I've had, like, a party recently. Like, I had one Friday last week. I'm always right. These days afterwards, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't have a need for one of those parties again.
Just this once, though. In the future, such things will come at a price. Resetting the type is neither quick nor easy. To say nothing of the cost.
Wait, you're the shopkeeper. Why the fuck are you printing?
Nor I.
His work will see your last little bit of notoriety erased. Come, I'll show you how to lead.
That's a new level of the notoriety thing, but I guess it makes sense that if you can pay the people who are actually printing the posters,
untoward actions will
that it will actually,
inevitably lead to the
at least for that time being, fully eliminate the notoriety.
They may simply search a bit before giving up and returning to their post, but should you offend them severely or repeatedly, they'll become much more aggressive in their pursuits. I've shown you 3 ways to turn the tide. Remove wanted posters, bribe town criers, or visit a printer to create your own propaganda.
Oh.
This feels wrong. Why not just speak to
Are you pushing me? Don't push me, man. Don't push me. Deng has already pushed me too far. I won't have you pushing me as well. I've had it.
They loose this beast. Or have you forgotten? I merely helped you tame and turn it round.
There must be another way.
Deng is out.
More honest. But when you
Deng is dead. She's dead in my eyes.
But until
She's
then,
dead.
we sculpt with the clay.
Can't have her anymore.
My apologies. I do not mean to sound ungrateful.
Quite all right.
Deng is done. She's out. We don't like her no more.
And if I do not?
Pet the dog. Pet the dog. Pet the dog.
Then you're likely.
God damn it.
Here we are.
You know who Deng is, right, Deers?
Harbor master, and he'll see.
Deng.
Thank you.
She's in the title of the stream. You gotta know her.
I promise one day to repay the favor.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Like this.
My boy, you're in the internet. You need to educate yourself. Deng is a pick-me hippo in Thailand, beloved across the internet as a very cute panda, or not panda, hippo, pick-me hippo. She's very cute. She's very small. She's wonderful, but she did something that I find to be completely unforgivable. You remember? There was it happens every now and then, but the one I remember the most is there's a story of like a squid or an octopus that were set to predict the outcomes of football matches. Well, the people at the Thailand Zoo that Deng lives at decided to put the outcome of the U.S. election in the hands of Deng. And Deng chose Trump. And for that, I cannot forgive her. She chose Trump over Harris. And for that, I'll always have a little bit of hatred for her over that forever. She was given 2 cakes. Pick me hippo-friendly cakes. And she chose the one that said Trump. So not only did she predict it, I quite frankly believe she chose him. That is inexcusable in my book. Inexcusable. It's by the way, it's legit. It's a legit story. It came out I think it was on paper the most trusted source, but from everything I've seen, it seems credible. It was Pop Culture on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, that posted that Deng had chosen the cake that said Trump, had predicted that he would be the winner. There it is. Good dog. It's a sad story. But Deng is now dead to me. That's why she's in the title. I originally had something else in the title, which is what you'll find in like our actual Twitch schedule and on Discord as well, for that matter. That was what's in there. I believe is the original title, but I switched it up because of because of the fact Deng did all that. I sent it to a friend. She's busy doing she's preparing for an exam. She's super stressed about it. But I'm sending her stuff for once she's done, so that she'll have stuff then afterwards. But I sent her that thinking she won't. In fact, I was expecting her not to reply to anything whatsoever until after her exam Friday. But no, she messaged me back on that, and she said the word, "Oh my God," and I was right there with her. It's incredible. But I've also now grown hatred towards it. I'm sorry, by the way, this is so much youth selection stuff. It's quite literally the majority of what's been on my mind today. It really is, and it's been annoying. And I doubt it's gonna leave my mind for the next long bit of time. I think after these couple of days here, I think it's gonna slow down a bit, and I'm gonna have instances where I'm not really thinking about it, and then something will pop up and I'll be reminded. So it's a bit more back to usual, but I don't know, these couple of days here, it's gonna be a bit more focused on this. And I usually, for the record, I usually never care. I usually never ever care about politics and things like that. As there's a reason I don't mention it on stream, but
Why not dip into the drink?
what did I do? I didn't do anything. Calm down. Calm the frick down. But in fact, like oh my sweet love of God. All right, let's get this fucking over with. Come on. Boom. Stop it. Boom. Oh boy. Ow! There we go. What? Alright, some of these I need to do different things for. There it is. I forget that sometimes that I have to do something different with some of these. But yeah. I will try to keep it down, but I generally like not even, especially Danish politics. Something I should care about way more. I don't really care that much about. Just no, I don't know what it is. I don't really care that much. I also just I don't really feel like a lot of the time that there's too much of a difference. That's not to say that I don't vote during Danish elections, but it's not a thing I care too much about. So it's just, I think this is gonna be absolute horseshits, but I guess we'll see for all this, and I'll keep it down. I guess I can say in more fun news as I'm sprinting back here. I've been, if you don't know, I'm a big enjoyer of Mr. Tyler, the Creator. It's the most widest way I can say his name. That's insane. What? No, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. No, I'm not dealing with you guys. Get away. But, I vote for what my family... I do a similar thing. Not entirely, but what I usually do is I'll use one of the... there's like different websites in Denmark that'll help you figure out what to vote for, and I end up using those sites pretty much every time to kind of just give me a direction. And I usually always end up voting from someone from Enhedslisten, which is the same as my mom does. I find that in general, their politics are aligned with my views. And that's good enough for me. But yeah, no, back to Tyler, the Creator. I've been thoroughly enjoying his latest album, Chromacopia. I think it's a wonderful album, and it's definitely up there for me alongside Igor, which is my favorite. I think my favorite album of his. There's something about those synth tunes that just kind of it works for me really, really, really well. So I absolutely love that album. Some of the other one I like as well, but not nearly as much as definitely as Igor. Would be like Flower Boy. That's definitely up there for me as well. Call Me If You Get Lost was not one of the ones I loved a lot. There's a couple bangers on that album though, but in general, no. Shit, I did not mean to fall. No, the reason I'm mentioning it is so I usually never ever go to concerts. It's just oh, there it is. I usually never ever go to concerts. It's just it's not my thing. I've been to like a Hans Zimmer concert, which was for the record a wonderful experience. I really really loved it. I still listen to the music that they played during that concert every now and then because it was a wonderful time there, wonderful time in general. But also there were some heavy hitters. Most notably, I'm bringing it up as well because the second one's coming into cinema now. Gladiator. That was, yeah, it's a nice experience. It's a nice alternative experience to just kind of listening to just music at home. There is something as well about listening to live music that's a bit different. I definitely recommend at least going to a couple ones. You don't have to go to absolutely every single artist or anything like that. Like, tickets can also be especially, really expensive. So, for example, the Tyler, the Creator one that I'm going to now for Chromacopia, which is the entire reason I'm mentioning this, the tickets were fucking insane. The base ticket... Okay, I should also make it very clear that they had pretty much all sold out. So I think if I would have been earlier, jumped on the ship earlier, I might have been able to like maybe get a cheaper ticket if I wanted to. But I very much purposefully chose not to. I got a VIP ticket. I'm baller like that. I earn good money. I can spoil myself every now and then. It was so the base tickets that were available at the time when I went looking were like 1,000 crowns, which is like 120 bucks, 110, 120 bucks, something like that. I want to say it's expensive, really expensive. I went for a VIP ticket, which was 1,500. They had three kinds. I chose their level 2 one, as it was described, because it was what was available. I'm going with my brother. My parents were kind enough to be like, if you want to go to this, we'll like give you the majority of these for like as like a Christmas present. The funny thing is, it's not even happening this year, the concert. It's happening in May next year, so there's like a good time until the concert is actually happening. But I think it's going to be a wonderful time, truly. It said that there's going to be some stuff given to the VIP, so I'm pretty excited about that. But I got my, I hooked my brother up. So my parents paid for the base tickets, essentially, and then I paid any additional fees that were necessary to get the seats that I wanted and the type of ticket I wanted. So I'm baller like that. I paid an additional 1,000 crowns in total for me and my brother. Actually, a little bit more. Because there was also, like, general Ticketmaster fees. And then I paid for, like, ticket security. Normally, I would probably not go for that. But the tickets were so expensive, and it's not until May. A lot of shit can happen between now and then, so I figured it'd be nice. It's essentially just a security measure in case something goes wrong, and let's say either me and my brother are sick, and we can't go. that means then with the ticket security that I can get a refund essentially for my tickets, at least the majority of the I don't know if it's all of the ticket, but I get a good chunk of the ticket back at the very least, and I'm happy with that. Can you imagine though, like my parents has paid as like a Christmas present to me and my brother, having paid like the majority of the ticket, and then we end up not going. I get a refund, and suddenly I'm just there with money. I'll take that, but it's gonna be like in May, which is pretty funny. I know. I think it's gonna be a wonderful experience, and I'm still listening to the Chromacopia album. It's a banger. It's a serious banger. There's some incredible songs in there that I'm really loving. A lot of it like includes, from my understanding, audio clips from his mother. One of them that I really like, it's a song called Tomorrow on the album that has his mom like essentially saying that before she's dead she wants a grandchild from Tyler. Which is a fucked up thing to kind of like put on your son. It's like, you're gonna have a grandson, right? You're gonna have a grandson, or you're gonna have a son, right? You're gonna have a son. You're gonna have a son. We need a son around here, right? Get to work. It's a heavier album. I will say that much, but it's nevertheless wonderful. So I wanted to mention that because I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I've been enjoying that album. I like. There was a bit of time where I felt like I had listened to too much, because usually when I listen to music, what I end up doing is I'll listen to just the music itself first, and then after a couple times I'll like listen to the lyrics more and more, and I really enjoy that experience of like hearing both sides of it, because normally I'm one of the people who are like, I'm just listening to the music and I'd be like, this is a banger ass song, fuck yeah, and then someone will be like, are you hearing what they're singing? I quite literally, I think I mentioned this a couple times. I have a playlist with the friend on Spotify, and one of the songs that I have on there is it's by the band that made the song Rather Be. It was a really popular song, I think back in 2015, I want to say.
Who spent decades honing his skills.
But
if you're going to stand a chance against the
they made another song, which the first time I listened to it, it's like, this is a banger song. Yeah, the beats, wow. I shared the song with my friend here as part of this playlist here, and the thing is, since I first started listening to the song, I've gone a lot more into like listening to the lyrics of a song. And I think it's called Rockabye Baby or something like that, and I have a hard time listening to the song now.
Help! Help!
Because it's quite literally a song where like, yeah, you go girl, you be that mother. Be that single mother.
Help! He's going to die!
Who?
There's no time! Please come!
It's a weird experience listening to the song through the lyrics. It's fucked. There's part of me that wish I never did, because that was a banger ass track, music wise. But lyrics wise, my fucking god, that song is not meant for me. I'm gonna say this is a trap. I'm gonna say most likely the people who went to the house earlier to rob the old guy are now back.
Down there! He's just passed under the bridge!
Someone
I'm coming, I'm coming! But literally, I'm edging right now. Sorry. I couldn't help myself. God fucking damn it, this guy!
Help me! Please!
Shit.
Someone!
I'm working on it!
Help me! Please!
Fucking working on it, man.
Help!
What do you want from me? I can't go any faster. Ah, shit, shit.
Help me! Please!
There it is. I literally did the best I could through that. I feel like I did pretty well for the most part. I had a wolf after me there for a second. By the way, Dio, seriously, Diaz, if you can, try to go to a Hans Zimmer concert. There's some seriously banger songs that they're playing.
You calling? A knob end.
Hey, knob end. Were these the two dudes who like saw me as I went from the village up to the old guy?
Rods off of here, as we're cutting timber.
We're cutting timber.
To open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
Well, yeah, the Hans Zimmer concert was. They played some Zack Snyder DC songs, so like Wonder Woman, Man of Steel. There was also some Batman v Superman songs. And okay, let's be honest. As much as you're more than welcome to trash on those movies, I personally really like them.
I'll miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the.
But this
The manor needs a lot of work.
the Hans Zimmer songs on there, fucking hell.
The small shack by the shoreline when you have time.
There is
You need to see.
some, yeah. They also play like Gladiator, like I said. The second one's coming out.
Asset.
And they're also what is it? They played. I'm trying to remember what additional. There was a bunch of smaller, like just one songs off of an album that I had never like heard about and things like that. There's Lion King as well. Wonderful. But seriously, dears, try to go to one of the Hans Zimmer concerts. It's amazing. Wonderful experience. Where the fuck am I going? Also, what time is it? 44. Let's do one more mission. One more mission and we'll call it today. We gotta push it a little bit. Monday stream, I wasn't really that worried about. It's a Monday stream. Cutting it short because I was a bit tired. I couldn't give less of a shit. It sounds like we're doing Sims 4 next Monday. I played a little bit of Sims 4 myself, but I haven't really digged into that DLC just yet. I will say I'm constantly getting like messages every time I open the game. They're like something anonymous. Like it's meant to be like a hotline if you like in the game, if you like if your sim lost someone, you can talk to them and I don't know, it might be better. There's an option now, which I thought was kind of fun. We'll dive into this more once we're playing next Monday, I guess. But you can set an option, or you can tell the game how you died. Not how you died, how you died, as in how you did die. I'm not entirely sure how that ties in. I because you also later on get the option to like quite literally just work as death. So I'm not really entirely sure how it all ties together just yet, but I guess we'll figure that out. We'll have to create a goofy ass looking sim and say how he's gonna die. But yeah, we'll figure that out.
Baby's a myth, but I have them. Captain Kidd had a secret to be sure. Just get me a ship and a crew, and we'll find
What's up, my man? Training begins.
Go away!
Say, go away, boy!
Do you not speak the king's English?
Do you not speak the king's English?
Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners.
Pardon my manners, good sir.
She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection.
Minor? Minor?
Who is she?
You practically crashed that shit into this port full fucking force.
The boat.
A boat?
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you there. That's a ship, not a boat.
Here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Why is ships
Just
female?
Get me the lumber, boy.
Is it because they're so lonely? The sailors? It has to be a she? Reach Achilles. Shit, I gotta go all the way back up there? God damn it. Alright, yeah. But we gotta do GeoGuessr one of these days. I got inspired because I was watching Jackaboy. This was last week. He uploaded the video where he was playing GeoGuessr and he was playing the most haunted locations. None of them were particularly haunted, for the record. But it seemed pretty fun. I played a little bit of GeoGuessr myself afterwards. This is a free one. Apparently, this has been since this year. The actual GeoGuessr, the one that Rainbow plays, is like a paid one now, which is... Look, I get it, you know, they gotta pay for their servers, and they gotta probably keep making the thing interesting, so that means paying people to do so, and that requires getting a payment through. I get why they're doing it, but it seems kind of weird, in a weird way as well. But there's free ones as well, so that
I have
works.
something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
Okay.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
I purchase... Okay. Restocking soon. Okay. It's not really giving... It's very locked in terms of what it can do. It's like... It says you can click these buttons. No, I can't. I can't click these buttons. I'm very curious how this is all going to tie into the game. All the previous games, except the first one, had like a thing where you can like purchase shops and things like that.
After that, my days a blur of
But
training and work. What little free time
this,
Achilles
as far as I know, this game doesn't have any of those things.
about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free.
As far as I know, this game doesn't have any like shops you can purchase. I was a little bit excited about hearing that there's such things as ledgers in the game now, but
patience.
I researched online, and from what I know, there's
These prove the most difficult
same kind of
subjects for me.
system. They're kind of recommending
But
you
in
loot
time, I
chests,
mastered
I
them as
believe,
well.
which is
Days
kind of how it
became
worked back in Assassin's Creed
months
1.
became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew,
Oh wait, you couldn't, there wasn't anything to loot. Assassin's Creed 1 was really straightforward. I guess 2? But in 2 you can, I don't know. But that was the one mission. Yep. I don't know how far we are in, actually. DNA tracker. We're in... No. Okay. Wait. Maybe we should push force a little bit? So the first episode we did the first 2, and then last one we did 3 and 4. We're about to finish the 5th sequence, and there are 12 in total, I believe, yeah. Alright, in that case... yeah, let's push on. Normally I would say this is it, but by the looks of it, this is the last sequence of this, or last memory of this sequence. In which case, let's push on. And then that's it. You don't want to climb that or anything? Seems like a fairly straightforward deal. Hard way. Alright.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
Okay.
She is... solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale. Ne'er a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
This is the thing that if we ever get to Assassin's Creed 4, I'm least excited about is all the ship part.
Don't worry, lad.
They have a little bit of it in Valhalla as well, and I am not a fan of it.
All in the mainsail! Get up the...
I get it as like, oh cool, you can now actually like sail a ship. It's kind of fun. But I'm not interested. If I'm playing Assassin's Creed, I am personally not very interested in that. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
Come on, lad. No time like the present.
Is that an eagle in front of it? Hell yeah! America! We're fucked!
Double time.
Come to ruin your motherfucking day, yeah.
Come on, she won't bite.
Are you sure? Wood has been known to bite last. Oh, fuck.
You're connected to her now. Listen and feel. She's idle. If you call for half sail, the men will hop to it and she'll pick up. Half sail! Ha! The killer flies again! Do you feel it, lad?
Sure.
Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there.
Cool.
She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows.
Come on.
Call for full sail if you like.
Full sail! Full sail! We're gonna crash into that ship up ahead.
Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
Nah, I got this, bro. Woohoo! No, I got this. Yeah, boy, I got this. I freaking got this. I don't have it. I'm about to crash. I lied. I fully lied earlier when I said I had. God damn, this wind.
That'll slow us down. Beware the sandbars. Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hole. And if you want to make a quick...
No shit, Sherlock.
Half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
I already have it half sail. You freaking dingus. I'm more worried about the ship that's ahead of us. I feel like we're 2 seconds from crashing into it. Can I just say, having a view of how many memories there are in each sequence and how many sequences there are in total of the game is incredibly motivating. The ship ahead of us keeps crashing, and we have another one coming in. Guys! That was not on me! That was not on me! That ship fully crashed into me. Full sail! That is, honest to God, not on me. Seems like there be a little rock ahead. No worries. Ups up, ups up. We got this. Full sail! Bro, I am legendary at this. You guys can't stop me. Better be no... Okay, let's be very clear. The ship crash was not on me. Half sail! I am not responsible. They could have turned as well. I didn't. I was fucked. Ah! Crash! Crash! Ooh. No sail!
Drop anchor. We'll go ashore.
Again, not on me. You saw that. They ran into me. Not on me at all. I'm perfect at sailing these ships. Despite the fact I don't want to, I am perfect at it.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
His voice sounds familiar,
Nice
by the
to see
way.
you too.
A black man?
Where the hell you?
What? It's unheard of.
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No, between contracts at the moment.
I didn't hear the mystery sound.
We're looking for gunnery officers.
Hold on. I guess it's
What would
Q.
you two say to working with me again?
Give it a second. Give it a second.
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
That's version 1 of the Shrek. Version 1.
The Aquila is a fine vessel.
Hydrate. I can do that.
Looks like your friends are...
I actually brought water.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone, boy.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby
Very nice.
turn to wet nursing.
Okay, I guess. I don't know if I could do it that precisely. But before we get to that, posture check. Got it. Stretch.
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be...
Woo!
Come on.
Lights. Yeah, I can't make it that precise. I can make it like a little bit smaller. Can make it some fire, cracking fire. That didn't really do much. Underwater. A Prism. What is prism? Is it actually going to change color? Ah, it is. It's changing color. That's pretty fun. I didn't know it could do that. Yeah, turn that off. I don't have a way of precisely picking a color. That's the issue here. This is what I can do. I can go like this. See? Just tell me what color you want, my man. Are we doing red, pink, purple, blue, green, yellow, whitish, somewhere in between? It's pop brown. So we're more in the orangey. I can probably hit that. Issue is brown's like a dark color. I think that's the best I can do for you there. Not pop. What do you want? I can't. This is the best I can do, my man. There you go. That's. Poop. I can't. Brown is darkness, man. I can only do light. That's how light bulbs work. I can't do darker. I can give you. This is the best I can do. This is brownish. It's light brown. Alternative is I do it like well, that's
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start.
That's actually pretty fun. I didn't know my light bulbs could do this. Half sail, full sail. Don't tell me Roke win now. I'll be furious. Sail to the shipwreck. A little bit of cracking. I don't know what that means. It's supposed to be a candlelight.
Looks like a British.
There's also a bonfire.
Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
All right. This is the most brownish I can do for you, my man.
For a start.
I said you can pick the color. I didn't say you can make it perfect. Nice. Climb with the camera and other side.
Well done, boy. Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
Charge it! Fire up!
Some old powder in there.
Good. Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old powder barrels and light
I'm just messing around with my lights at this point. Oh!
Take
it! Boom!
Not bad for a spot, Captain.
Oh, but for a spot, Captain.
You are a fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Ah. Getting it.
I like this one. The color changes. That's pretty fun.
Now,
I didn't know I could do this with my light.
The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Full sail! Shit rocked the boat. Oh shit!
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick. What do we do? Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard!
Fire up!
Use the swivels on him, Captain!
Come on! Fire up! Nice! Get your shit rocked!
English frigate! Oh, be betwattled, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from? Brace!
Jesus! Shit! Hey, we got a little bit. Oof! Come on. Boom! All right, thanks for coming by, my man. I'll see you on Friday. Take cover! Yeah! Oh, shit, we're turning towards each other! Come on, come on, come on! Yeah! That's full fucking force! Get your shit rocked, my man.
Carry on, sir.
I don't give a shit that I didn't get the optional. That was amazing.
Now we best be getting back, or the old man'll have my guts for garters.
Yeah, it's the wee bit. It's the wee bit. I'll set it back to read. Or we can set his outrun for the rest of the evening. I don't mind. The this is the tropical twilight, spring blossom, Arctic aurora,
I got him!
Star Wars,
Get what I need.
Savannah sunset. Bro, this is the closest to your brown you're gonna get.
Who is that man?
Him?
There's also Overdrive, but that's basically the Savannah one.
Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll...
He doesn't hurt no one.
But be warned, he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
3 weeks, and not even a goodbye before you left.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for? Put them on.
Oh.
Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Oh, that's nice. That thing makes him look way bigger than he is. Sequence 5 completed. Hell yeah. This means we're halfway through the game? No fucking shot. Not really, I guess. We're done with sequence 5, sequence 6. Once we do that, I guess that's more half.
I've managed
I guess
to
it
locate a
depends on
power
how you look
source,
at it.
and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems.
Oh.
We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
I found out, by the way, that the top part of the hood is actually like a zipper thing, which is kind of strange.
Local utility companies have assured the public
We're not doing this part today, for the record. I'm just waiting on us, like getting into a part where I can actually pause the game.
If only they knew.
Is that a drone?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us.
This is the size of a freaking fidget spinner. It does not also have any like the propellers or anything like that.
There, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse.
Why does this sound like they actually recorded in the van? Like they straight up rented a U-Haul van, closed it up, and then put all their recording equipment in there and said, actors, go. Speak your lines. I get it as like a realistic thing, but it just makes the audio sound bad. There's no need for it. If you should be able to like create something similar that doesn't create the feel of it sound like shit.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, reach you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal.
That does not look like a strong signal. Alright, we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna leave the game running, obviously, on my Xbox. In the meantime. So don't worry about that. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll be doing a stream this Friday. And I think we're doing Assassin's Creed 3. For anyone who's, yeah, who's not aware. I want to push through. The fact that we're already semi through halfway of the game, that's pretty amazing. To be fair, like, we did, like, the past 2 streams, or the 2 streams before today, we did a total of 4 memory sequences. It's really good. So the fact we've done one today, that's pretty much at best what I would have expected for, and that I'm very happy with that. But I honestly, like, I'm not kidding when I'm saying it's incredibly motivating to see how many memories are left in a sequence, because I wouldn't have done that last mission today if it wasn't for the fact that I saw that it was the last memory of the sequence. Having that ability to see that is incredibly useful for me, because it makes me feel like, oh, I gotta do one more, then we're done with the sequence here. And obviously part of it is the fact that we've been playing this since, what is it, February, March, something like that. We've been playing these Assassin's Creed games, so obviously I'm like, I wanna be over with this, but I'm also curious to see how the story is going to go. So I have multiple reasons for pushing forward. For now, though, I want to thank you so much for watching. I will be back on Friday, like I said, 8 p.m. That's the planned time. I will let you guys know on our Discord if anything changes. I gotta get back on the track in terms of Blue Sky. I've been falling off a little bit. But I'll try to be a little better here in the next coming days. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Friday or Monday. Bye.